You're sitting in a coffee shop, headphones in, completely absorbed in your phone. Then, out of nowhere, you feel it, a prickling sensation on the back of your neck. You look up, and someone across the room is staring right at you. No sound, no warning, just a feeling. And somehow, you were right. This isn't a coincidence. It's not a sixth sense. Scientists actually have a name for this. It's called scopaesthesia, the ability to detect when you're being watched, even when you can't see the person looking. And the story of why your brain does this goes back further than you think. But to understand why your brain can do this, we need to go back to the first person who ever tried to prove it was real. And it starts over 100 years ago, in a classroom, with a professor who thought his students were being ridiculous. In the late 1800s, a psychologist named Edward Titchener started investigating something strange. The first experiments, students kept telling him they could feel a teacher's eyes on the back of their heads during exams. Titchener assumed it was superstition, but when he tested it, people really could guess, more often than random chance, when someone behind them was staring. For over a century, scientists have debated why. Some studies say it's real, others say your brain is just picking up subtle cues, a shift in sound, a shadow at the edge of your vision. But even skeptics admit something's going on, because in surveys, over 90% of people report feeling watched at some point, and turning around to find someone actually looking at them. So even if it's not literally ESP, your brain is running a threat detection system in the background, all the time, without you knowing it. Chapter 2. Why ancient humans needed this. Picture this ability 50,000 years ago. You're not in a coffee shop. You're alone in open grass, gathering food. A predator is watching you from the tree line. It hasn't moved. It hasn't made a sound. It's just staring, calculating. For our ancestors, the ones who could feel that stare, who got that prickle on the neck and turned around before the attack, were the ones who survived. The ones who didn't feel it simply didn't pass on their genes. This is called predator detection theory. Our peripheral vision, our subconscious tracking of movement, our sensitivity to the exact shape of two eyes locked onto us. None of that is random. It's a survival tool sharpened over hundreds of thousands of years. Chapter 3. The eyes that are always on you. Here's the strange part. That ancient alarm never turned off. It's still running in your brain right now. Except today, there's no lion in the grass. Instead, you're surrounded by eyes that are watching you, but aren't even real. Security cameras, the staring eyes on a cereal box, a portrait that seems to follow you across a room. Even 2 dots and a curved line can trigger this system, which is why a smiley face feels like it's looking at you, and why horror movies paint eyes on walls to unsettle you without a single jump scare. Researchers have even found that people behave more honestly and donate more money when a poster of eyes is placed nearby. Even though everyone knows it's just a picture, your brain doesn't fully believe that. You can't turn it off. This is why you feel exposed doom scrolling in a quiet room. Why an empty house at night feels like it's watching you. Why you glance over your shoulder in an empty parking lot for no reason. Your prehistoric alarm system doesn't know the difference between a real predator and a suspicious shadow. And that's the wild part. The feeling that made someone across a crowded coffee shop turn around and catch you staring, that's the exact same circuitry that once saved a human life on the savannah. You're not imagining it. You're running software older than language, older than fire, older than civilization itself. So next time the hair stands up on the back of your neck for no reason at all, don't ignore it. Somewhere behind you, 50,000 years of instinct is already looking. If your brain does this too, you're not imagining it. You're just running instincts older than civilization. Subscribe for more of the weird ancient reasons behind the way you think, and if this happened to you recently, comment where you were. I want to know.